A very warm welcome to everyone. Keeping up with our monthly initiative of Entrepreneurship Monthly Interactive, KGEC E-Cell brings forward yet another fascinating story about the journey of Sportwalk. Sportwalk is a sport media, merchandising and marketing based startup out of Chennai and Kolkata. India has a huge and diverse fan culture with a tremendous fan following for teams and clubs in various sports. The company bridges the gap between passionate sports fan and sports team, also facilitating business to create a successful sports brand. Working with various fan clubs and sport brands to produce annual membership kits or packages, creating sports content for the 2.5 million audience, and also working with fan groups on their digital needs, designing and also having an e-store for their own product line. Sportwalk takes the fan experience to the whole new level. And now we will be diving deeper with more information about Sportwalk. Therefore, we present to you a question and answer session with Mr. Abhranil Roy, the digital media lead of Sportwalk and also a KGEC pass out of the 2019 batch. So here is the first question for Mr. Roy. How did you come up with the idea of Sportwalk while you were in your college days?
So I've been involved with writing articles on sports since I was in class 11 and 12. Before I joined college, I was contacted by my current co-director and he had just started a sports blog site and I started writing for him. In 2016, we received our first merchandise order from the Chennai-based Arsenal fan club. They really liked our design and our products as well. We did that order for them and then we kept on getting more and more orders, and that made us realize that India has a huge untapped sports market and not a lot of brands are trying to address the gap between these clubs and these franchisees and their fans and followers. So we decided we would work on it, and that is how the entire idea of Sportwalk came around. We kept getting more and more orders and then we finally registered Sportwalk as an LLP in 2017, and since then we've expanded our business into several different verticals.
As you said, ever since becoming an LPP company in 2017, Sportwalk has been constantly expanding their business. So, could you tell us a bit more about the current scenario of the Indian sports fan culture? As we see, there is generally a current bias towards cricket as compared to the other sports.
I would explain it in this way, that we definitely have a lot of fan following in the form of tennis, football, kabaddi, badminton, but obviously cricket is still the number one sport in India. However, this bias, if you may at all call it a bias, is being addressed by different leagues like the ISL, the Pro Kabaddi League, Pro Badminton League, and all of these leagues, and similarly by performance of athletes like PV Sindhu, Mary Kom, Saina Nehwal, Sumit Nagal, and so on. So as fans, it's just a matter of building on these brands, connecting them and bringing them all under one umbrella, which is something that we are trying to do at Sportwalk now.
Like you said, you have been involved with not only cricket but also with other sports like kabaddi, badminton, etc. And therefore it is pretty much fair to say that you have a pretty much diverse audience. Now, reading your company blogs, I have noticed that you have been associated with the fan clubs of both Indian teams as well as European teams. So, do you notice any difference between the passion and the support?
I'll definitely say more people follow European clubs, Champions League, Europa League in football. But again, like I said, this gap is being addressed every day. It will just take a bit more time. I personally know a lot of hardcore football fans who are very passionate about the local Indian clubs. So definitely something that is being addressed day by day, and very soon I'm sure we'll have fans who are equally passionate about European football and Indian football as well.
Well, indeed, it is more than fair to say that Indian sport tournaments do not have the same reach like Champions League or Europa League, but also it is being addressed day by day. So, what do you think is the future of the Indian sports scenario? Is it going to be a bit more diverse than what it is now?
It's definitely going to be a lot more diverse, especially after the pandemic situation ends, hopefully in 2021-22 season. I'd also like to mention that in terms of diversity, there has been a tremendous rise of women athletes as well, who've made the nation proud. And I'm not just talking about the likes of P.V. Sindhu, Saina Nehwal or 𝗵𝗏, but also say Hima Das or Deepa Karmakar and so on. I hope this trend continues and we keep getting better and better athletes in every sport and across all genders as well.
Well, definitely, the induction of more women in Indian sports is one of the highlights of the progressive nature of the Indian sports scenario. Now, as I have seen, you have a fabulous team with Sportwalk. So how important do you think is teamwork in managing a big firm like Sportwalk?
I'll say teamwork is everything. When I was in the E-Cell, I was told by the seniors and the mentors that when a small firm or a startup is looking for investment, more than the plan or the profit, the industry or the investor looks into the dynamics of the team. That is what we focus a lot on Sportwalk as well, because everyone has to be equally honest with their work. So we keep pushing our employees because teamwork and honest hard work is very important for a startup function.
Well, teamwork is indeed one of the most important virtues that our E-Cell has cultivated in us. Now, do you have any future milestone or goal which you want to achieve with Sportwalk?
Definitely, in the short term, we already have an existing office in Chennai and we are looking forward to establish another one in Kolkata. We're also looking to expand our portfolio and work with more sports brands and franchisees and get into the international sporting sphere as well.
We wish you the best of luck for all your future endeavors. And indeed, you have been a role model to the entire E-Cell and we all look up to you. Now, do you have any note of advice for the budding entrepreneurs out there who want to chase their dreams?
I've realized so far that one must think out of the box if they're looking to stand out with their startup. But I've also realized that one must be tremendously disciplined to turn their passion into a profession. It's not easy. There are a lot of opportunities out there, but there's a lot of distraction as well. So one must be rigorous enough to succeed.
With this, we come to the end of our interview session with Mr. Abhranil Ray. Thank you, Mr. Ray, for your valuable words of wisdom and for sharing your work experiences with Sportwalk. Lastly, we would also like to extend our gratitude to all our viewers for your constant love and support. This also marks the end of our second video of Entrepreneurship Monthly Interactive. Do like and subscribe to our channel. Every month we will be back with a new video about the life experiences of real life entrepreneurs. Do press the bell button for getting notifications first every time we post some content. Thank you.